Hey everybody, welcome to Kimmel's Irish Pub. Time for another movie review. Tonight's movie, The Stranger. I had no idea this was on Netflix. I probably should have, but somehow it got recommended to me, probably from somebody on TikTok talking about some of the best films on Netflix right now. But I was looking for it and I was like, oh, it's on Netflix. Two men who meet on a plane and strike up a conversation that turns into a friendship. For Henry Teague, worn down by a lifetime of physical labor and crime, this is a dream come true. That's what the first one says. Second one's not even a little bit longer, but I only ever stick to the first synopsis. 6.6 on IMDb, 9,459 people rated it so far. So, I didn't realize it. I thought it said an hour and a half. It's an hour and 57 minutes. I'm bought in, as they say. You know, I'm pot committed on this one, so I know. I'm 17 seconds into the movie. So I'm not really pot committed. But anyway, I'm going to do it anyway. I'm going to do this on a Monday night. Right. So, we'll see. We'll see how I feel tomorrow morning when I have to get up. Alright, stick around. I'll be back. Hey everybody, we're at the credits of The Stranger. Sorry no check-in because a 2-hour movie and I couldn't do a check-in, and here's why. I mean, I think a lot of it is the way the story's told. First of all, IMDb, they don't meet on a plane. It's totally wrong, and I'm going to set you straight without ruining the movie. One of the two main characters, Henry, is on a bus, okay? And he sits down and meets another guy who introduces him to Joel Edgerton. Joel Edgerton's our main character, right? And essentially the guy who meets him on the bus basically works for some crime syndicate, if you will, some gang. And so, you know, they start to be friends first, and then he introduces him to Joel and gets him involved in all of the crime stuff that's going on. So he starts to bring him into the fold. And let me back up. This is all based on a true story, which is cool. Interesting, makes it interesting. And it takes place in Australia, I believe. But something like that, anyway. So that's really, the whole beginning of the movie is, you know, getting Henry into the crime world and you know, like learning a little bit more about his backstory, but really getting him trusted into everything that's going on, and Joel's kind of his mentor throughout the whole thing. And that's really, I mean, 3/4 of the movie. And I was like, okay, there's not much to do a check-in on. It takes a while to evolve into what it ends up being. They do take a long time when they develop it that way, and it makes the movie better not knowing what this is all about. So I'm not even going to tell you anything like that. I'm going to do one thing at the end of this, and that's it. But if you can make it through the development piece of this, because I was like, I don't even know where this is going. Like, I get it, there's these two characters, and we got to be aware of what their history is and their backstory, and something's maybe off about all of this. But it was really slow to develop, but worth it when you sit through it all, and you have to wait for that, for those magic moments to happen. Don't think you're going to understand what's going on, you know, for the first, and maybe you will. I don't know. I mean, if you read more online, I'm sure there's more about it. But yeah, as you can tell from what I read online, I had no clue what was really going down until I continued to watch it, and then, once it gets there. So that's everything else. I thought it was great. I thought Joel Edgerton, or whatever, he did a phenomenal job in his role. I kind of liked the other guy. I felt he mumbled a lot. So I actually had to turn on, I do this quite often, is turn on a closed caption so I can make sure I wasn't missing anything. Because I did feel like I was missing something because it took forever to figure out what was really going on. So, you know, that helped me. But in the end, definitely worth the watch, especially something on Netflix. A little long, a little slow developing. So there you go. Maybe it's a slow burn, as they say. So that's what I got for you. I don't want to give you any more details because really that's most of the fun of the movie, is really not knowing until they want you to know, kind of thing. So there you go. Couldn't be more helpful. I am definitely in the 6th round, maybe 7. So there you go. That's what I got. So I'm going to do I just have one question. But it is related to the movie, and so it's a definite. I'm not going to tell you the ending, but spoiler alert. So if you haven't seen it, don't watch it. Sometimes I say if you haven't seen it, you want to learn more about it, check me out. But no, if you haven't seen it, cut loose now. If you have seen it and you're interested in what my one question is, stick around. And now you've been warned. Spoiler alert, spoiler alert, spoiler alert. Okay. My question is, was it his son? Was that right? Or that's not it. You know what I mean? So that is my question. Because I thought they would have, I thought if it would have been a little bit more obvious. So I don't think it was that obvious at the end. That's me. So I don't think so. But, you know, I can understand his feelings because he has a son kind of thing. So, alright, that's it. Hopefully that was helpful. I'd love to hear from you. Thanks for tuning in. Kimmel's Irish Pub.